Well, hi, Hope. This is Pastor Kelly, and I'm just reaching out because I think about this great opportunity that's coming this Sunday, which is just an everyday opportunity, which is an opportunity to gather with the body of Christ to worship our risen Lord. And I know that many of our regular attenders who have been coming, who have felt comfortable coming to an indoor service, haven't been a big fan of face coverings, and you're probably not a big fan of Executive Order 2081. And I just want to make this appeal and say, honestly, I want you to consider that it's not that great of a burden to ask us to put on a mask in order that we might engage in the life of the body of Christ that we were made for. I've emphasized from the beginning, and we have as a staff, that we just really recognize there's a whole lot more ministry that goes on a Sunday morning than what the pastor brings to the table or what the worship team leads us in, because we were made for the body of Christ. We were made for the family of God. The emphasis has been connection. It's not about content. Content's part of it, but so I just would really encourage you that it's not asking that much in order to experience what you're made for. And secondly, I would mention that there's also the potential risk to other people's financial life and also to their health that we can play a part in by putting on a face covering and protecting that. And third, I would mention it ends up being a part of maintaining our witness as missionaries within our culture. If you read Romans 13, 1 through 7, and read every word and ponder the implications, it's important at this point that we go ahead and obey the authorities that we find ourselves under. Now, I would mention that, every other indoor organization or activity that we might do for the foreseeable future, it's going to require a face mask. So if you feel comfortable going to the hardware store, going to the grocery store, all these different activities that you would go ahead and put a face mask on, why wouldn't you gather with God's people and put on the face mask to do so? And finally, I would mention, if you think about the missional and historical context, it would take a whole lot more than a face mask to keep Christians throughout history and our missions currently from gathering. I think about a letter that came back to us in March of 2019, and written in the letter, this was quoted. It says, "Pastors are regularly attacked. Prayer meetings are disrupted. Our Christian sisters are molested. Believers are refused employment. Land is confiscated, and believers are thrown out of their villages. Christian ministries, especially ministry teams like our very own missionaries, are targeted for attacks and surveillance. And yet, every week, they gather with the body of Christ and they endure." So I hope to see you Sunday if you can make it or if you feel comfortable. And if not, I would say until you feel comfortable, of course, we do have YouTube Live available. But may the Lord richly bless his people as we, by faith, continue to be the body of Christ, the family of God that he's called us to be. Thanks so much.